saw it was very, very strong. So finished off that static shift. She does have the vampiric scepter, so she's got a little bit of critical strike from that. She's got a lot of attack speed, great movement speed. Just checking out the stacks. So it is 3-3 stacks on Rise for Tear of the Goddess. He's doing a little bit better than last game. I'm getting his Tear of the Goddess stacks up, and he is quite high on his Rod of Ages. He has grabbed that. I'm not sure how far that was. It does look like a pretty late Rod of Ages, probably 17 or 18 minutes, but I haven't kept an eye on it. Sorry about that. The Wriggles Lantern and Brutalizer is on Lee Sin. Volv is being protected from the One Legend, so it looks like Lone Legend was put into a difficult situation. Ridiculously good play from Volv. You see that shield going up from Morgana, forces Maokai into a difficult position. If he doesn't get that bind off, Darius turns around and just completely destroys him. And it's going to be double killed down in mid. Sadly, Volv stayed in there to take that damage. Morgana had him alone, but Volv letting himself die. There's a 1-for-1 there, putting it 6-4 in favor of VGR. Just barely in that gold farm though. They will be able to pick up V-Stop, and 66 does not have a turret to go to. He may be able to run away from this. No, the Q is landed by Dope. There's going to be another kill for VGR. They are sitting 8-4. There it is, the 8-4 is called, the 8-4 is out, and it is a very early hourglass on Morgana. As I called it, she will be using that to jump into team fights early game and really control everything. They're great at roaming, they're great at grouping up, and she is great at using that hourglass. Aurora is an extremely experienced Morgana player, and you can see that just in her farm compared to Rise. Rise can usually take out a Morgana in that lane if she's not too aggressive, and that Aurora is great at knowing when she needs to be aggressive. When his Morgana needs to be aggressive. It does look like Morgana is going to focus on getting a Rabadon out afterwards as well. The Hex Drinker is going to be helping out Darius quite a lot compared to Maokai and Rise, but they are pretty much shut down. So he could have focused on a Black Cleaver, but he is playing it safe there, keeping his sustain active. That Tear of the Goddess is going so well for Rise though. It's already got it at 412. And yeah, apparently... What happened for that? I'm not seeing the buff. I'm pretty sure the buff just went down. The buff is sitting on Morgana, but the buff is not visible. Oh, actually, I think the black crap around her is covering the buff up, but you can see the runes around her. So Morgana does sit there with blue buff, and 66 and 11 V-Stop, notorious for being able to jump into the middle of turrets. Wafflecone does have her ult up and available. It is an IE first out for Graves. Surprisingly, he did not opt to go straight for a Bloodthirster.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Here we go, another good turret dive going on. There goes down the ult from Lulu, barely keeping Rice Cakes alive. In comes Morgana. She will be able to ult this. It does look like they will be able to get a double kill out of this. The sun goes off, and the first kill, the first kill actually went to Caitlyn, and the second going to, sorry, it was the other way around. The first kill going to Morgana, and the second kill going to Caitlyn, I think. But yeah, that was a really good play, giving them a double kill. They are sitting at 10-4 right now, easily dealing with HTC. HTC's pushing is going really well for them, though. They do have 2 turrets, and I wouldn't give anyone this game just yet. I'm sorry, I am raising my voice. I am getting a little bit excited about this one, because there have been some exciting little plays there, and they are able to come in and deal quite a bunch of damage. VGR are doing quite a lot of hit and run tactics going into this game. Morgana's been doing very well with her ult. Hasn't even had to pop her hourglass just yet, and she has finished off with that needlessly large rod. She went off and finished finished a death fire grass. I'm really excited to see whether or not Rise does manage to get into his defensive build, which he is building into with that chain vest, or if he finishes off his crystal enough. Or Dope going in here to the mid-share with his Q. 66 caught in the middle of it. Protection going down for Lee Sin, but it's not going to be enough. And Raw actually only manages to stun Love V-Stop. He does get the kill with that bind. Really well placed. It does look like yes, he does get the kill. Jax did manage to get the kill on Caitlyn, and VGR I think are in a tough spot right now. Volv does have his ult constantly refreshed, and he is continuously dunking and that does mean he made it out alive. I thought it was going to go into a 3v3, but Volv made that change dramatically, coming out with all of his dunks, coming out with all of his damage. He's doing really, really well to continue that team fight and put it in VGR's favor. I had a feeling that Jax was going to come from behind and really deal some damage, but he had no chance after Volv used his 2 ults to clear out his 2 teammates to clear out. Oh, Volv is actually barely getting clutch ulted by Wafflecone, barely saving him. Yes, there is still one there. He may actually be able to get the jump on Volv. He doesn't. No, he doesn't. Volv manages to flash charge barely out of there. Quite surprising. I thought Jax was in range for the jump, but he did not manage to make it. That was a really, really close one for Volv and a really clutch ult down there for Lulu, barely keeping him alive. Bloodthirster is down for Caitlyn as well as her static shiv. Oh yeah, I don't think Doge's going to get away from this. So HTC may be able to get a kill. The stun goes off on him as well. Down he goes. Rise Case, you're probably safe. Oh, he actually managed to get binded by Rise and a flash going off from Vsop to try and pick up the kill. And if he gets his dash back in time, he may be able to. Raw coming in and binding on Vsop. It may be a trade-off, and down goes the ult for Rise Case. But they will get the stun off on Rise as well. Wafflecone coming in to see if she can grab a slow off. She does not manage to succeed, and actually the ult from Caitlyn does manage to hit off on Rise, but that's not going to be enough. It was a 1-for-1 in that kill, and HTC did not move in to finish off that dragon. I do not know why they did not finish off that dragon. That was really kind of strange. Cheers, SakeLol, for the comment on the penguin. That's awesome. I love my little penguin. That's my penguin. That's my little Gunter with a red scarf. Adventure time all the way. 15-7 as now it stands in favor of VGR. HTC is still making pretty good plays, but they are forced out of a lot of situations as VGR comes to the rescue a lot more often than HTC is able to for their teammates. Black Cleaver is now finished on on Darius. We'll be focusing on finishing off whatever his Hex Sprinkler is going to be, and I'm pretty sure it's it's going to be the standard. It's going to be turning into that more Malmorius. And Rise is going for that Frozen Heart. She has got the Glacier, she has got the Warden's Mail, and yeah, the Frozen Heart will be heading out for will be heading out for Rise. And yes, they will be able to grab that second dragon. Dodge does not have the ability. Oh, he does manage to go in there. They do have the ability to keep him in place. He is down. That was a very tragic little accident that he had. Maybe he was just spamming his Q just a little bit too much. He ended up in the middle of HTC's mid, giving them another kill. 15-8. Raw, you may be able to bind him. No, missing the bind just barely. And there's another perfect Black Shield, keeping Morgana safe from the bind going out from Maokai. Oh, the bound actually goes up on 66. Oh, and the ult on Love Vsop. She does have her hourglass, and she does spend it to get a kill on Graves. Really good play, and she manages to get the bind just barely clutching on that Rise. Just so close on that. It does look like he will. Oh no, the Survivor's not going to go down from them. The Rise is actually going to get ulted by Wafflecone, barely making it in there. Down goes the ult from Caitlyn for the kill. Really good play. Raw might be able to bind. No, Jackson's being able to dodge Raw pretty easily. It was a really, really good push by VGR, going to be securing their position in the map at the moment. And maybe able to grab another tower from this. That static shiv showing its work. Frozen Heart now finished on Rise. And it is double Shurelias for HTC as well. If they control their double Shurelias, I'm pretty sure they can jump into teamfights and do quite a decent job. Not even teamfights, they may even be able to catch a couple of VGR's members off guard, considering they have way more mobility with those double Shurelias. But to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. There is a BF sword landed on the Sin. maybe he is focusing on a BT. I think we have seen a BT on Lee Sin recently, and it was a pretty tough but good decision. Last Whisper is now finished on Caitlyn, so she's very close to finishing off her build. She's sitting 7-3 pretty heftily, and Graves has had a rough time at 4-5. There we go, BT, yeah, it is finished off at BT for Lee Sin, and he's still got his Brutalizer. Not sure what he wants to do with it. But considering he has a BT, he's probably going to be focusing on that Black Cleaver. All them Black Cleavers, yo. Wow, that bind was actually grabbed by Morgana, and she is going to ult in there, and that kill is actually going to be picked up by Caitlyn. Sorry, by Caitlyn. What am I thinking? I'm going to say sorry. That kill was picked up on by Caitlyn. But Morgana, really, that bind was so ridiculously clutch and just perfectly placed in time that she got that flash ult, and she did really well. That means her flash is burned. She does have her hourglass up and available, but her ult is down. It's probably going to come back up pretty quickly. It's already halfway cooled down, and she just used it. She cannot initiate. It would have been great to initiate on a team fight like this. They are turret diving. HTC may be able to use this to their advantages. At 5-3 initiate. Down goes Jax. Caitlyn picking up that kill, and actually Ryze managed to grab Darius, which was their primary reason for staying in there. Raw is training off, but you do see the bind going off on Raw, but it wasn't enough to put a Black Shield on to save it. But it may be an ace. It does look like Ryze could be picked off by Dope, just barely. If he throws out his Q, he may be able to get enough sustained damage off of him. No! Wow, actually, Ryze going down. He is forced to get off. No! Ryze did manage to get him. I think it was even with an auto attack. No, he did use the Rune Prism on him, I believe. It does an 8.55 second. It was 5 second cooler, so I do think that was actually an auto attack. So Ryze picking up the kill, 23-13, 10 kill ahead for VGR. Only a 5k gold lead. HTC could easily come back on this, and they're doing really well to stay in the game, stay decently farmed enough, and their ADC is doing well to stay farmed, particularly. He does have a Negatron cloak, so I'm thinking he's coming out with one of them new items. One of them new arms. Warmog's now finished on Jax, going to give him so much sustain, and it looks like he is going for a GA. So he's going to be the prime reason that they initiate fights. He's going to be the decider as to whether or not they will initiate. More about Mordius is finished on Darius as well. And it is a Rabadon from that needlessly large ride onto Morgana. She is very confident sitting 7-1, very confident getting out of Rabadon's death cap and jumping right into the enemy with an hourglass. She's very safe. Another BF sword is getting grabbed on Caitlyn, not focusing on a defensive item, not focusing on a GA, which could really net them the game. Whoops, I have got my cursor over there sitting on somebody's stats. But yeah, potentially an IE going out from Caitlyn. But there are so many things you can do with the BF sword. It is a bit difficult to tell. We do see a Cage's pick on both these supports. Again, it is Australia's on Tarek, and Lulu did not opt to get Australia's early game. She was focusing on getting out her Aegis first, which does quite a lot for them in team fights, and it's really strong. And a Banshee's Veil is finished on Ryze, so we managed to get the Rod of Ages and the Banshee's Veil, those two catalyst items, and he is going for that very defensive build that he went last game. It does work quite well for him. He is sitting 6-4. He is able to pull off enough damage to get kills and still stay alive, potentially carry his team through a team fight if he is focused. He won't be getting a Guardian Angel, so I don't think that's going to be his focus. He probably is going to finish off another defense item, sorry. Oh, Volth not getting that apprehend out on anyone, specifically no one he wanted to. But Third Level Boots is also on Ryze, but he actually has grabbed Alacrity, which is just the 15 extra move speed. Making champions ridiculously fast. You can see how his speed is affecting the game. He's way faster than so many people on the map. You can see what his speed is actually at. He's sitting 429, roughly 430 every now and then. Yeah, 429. Which is ridiculously fast in game if you're not too aware of that. Morgana is a very, very slow hero. VGR securing their wins right now. They are looking to take more control of the map, take advantage of the control of the map that they have. Shirelli is being burned by HTC. We may see them come in here, but the Dragon is already down. HTC did not manage to arrive in time, so they will be able to clear this. They did have sight of it with their ward anyway, so they did know that it went down. They did know that they were a little bit late. Quite sad to see that they burned that Shirelli, but they do have one left. And it is going, there is the Quicksilver Sash going out by Graves, so there will be the new attack damage item for ADCs. I forgot what it is called, but it's a green sword in the icon menu, and that allows him to heal. It gives him a heal, and it gives him the ability to get out of stuns and slows and snares. Basically all kinds of CCs. And clear a lot of debuffs on him as well. So quite a key play by Graves, especially with Morgana's Snare. Morgana's Snare is being netted quite a lot on Graves, and that is a very, very good play to use. That is one way to control Morgana in a team without having champions with abilities that can do that. Specifically, no one that can headbutt them away or silence or anything like that. They do not have that. And yes, there is an IE finished off by Caitlyn. I am confirming that. Was my guess, and it has been finished. No, it wasn't a heal. You're right, Psyche. I think you're right, Psyche. Lol. I think I'm thinking of one of the new defensive items that actually provides a heal and a slow, which builds from the Cage's attack. I'm sorry about that. It is just attack damage and protection from CC. Malko still hasn't finished off his primary jungle item though, which is alright considering that VGR has been in his jungle dealing quite a lot of damage, taking away a lot of his farm. Jax still has not finished his, let me just see what he's floating in that gold farm there. He's floating 1300, so I'm pretty sure he's trying to get his Guardian Angel very soon, but they will be forced to teamfight before that 660, getting apprehended by Darius. Taking a lot of damage, forced to flash out. They're using their Shirelias to try and escape. That rises so ridiculously fast, but doesn't actually catch that Shirelia's movement. I'm pretty sure he's got full stacks. He has got full stacks on his Tear of the Goddess, so as soon as he picks up an Archangel's, that will change into the Archangel's upgrading item, and we'll be able to instantly get a mana shield. And actually, Ryze has built a chain vest, so he probably won't be going Archangel straight away. He will probably be finishing off the Guardian Angel like we saw him do last game. He really focuses on getting his damage out late game, which is very interesting to see. And Caitlyn just barely stealing that red buff. Really good play by Ryze Cage, really denying Graves anything. And I think Bob will be able to get the dunk down on Graves. They are able to get those first two kills in the early game. VGR coming in. And Lulu seems to be a little bit safe, does not, oh, she did manage to get her ult off on Ryze Cake, saving him, instead sacrificing herself. Down goes the ult from Morgana, and a bind from her as well. Sorry, down goes the, oh, and an ult going down from Ryze Cake as well, but down goes the shield from Morgana, and her bind, so she managed to get the kill, and another bind going out from her on Taric, and net the kill as well. So that is putting VGR way ahead there, sitting at 28-14. They nearly have that 10k gold advantage that really nets teams' games. Yeah, they have complete control of the map, but I think they're going to be pushing this instead of getting Baron. Why would not Ryze Cage just solo Baron? Why not? Come on, give it a go. They are in general just securing the victory, split pushing all of the turrets, trying to gain gold advantages that way and secure the victory. Honestly, if they have that control over the most of the map, they probably can take Baron without any trouble at all.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oracle's Elixir on both Maokai and Morgana, so they're looking to both anti-ward each other which really stands in VGR's favor at the moment, considering that HTC needs their wards out there, and they need VGR to be blind. But VGR doesn't mind about being blind because they have so much control of the map, and they are 28 kills up. They are up at 28 kills, way ahead of HTC in kills, and they're way ahead in farm as well, up at that 10k, which is just way significant. They don't mind about finding HTC in the jungle because they usually run around as a team. We may actually see an initiated Baron here, as both teams are sort of lurking around the area. Both teams have warded in those general directions, but Morgana has the upside. The Wonder Legend is not able to go around there constantly, and Malko isn't able to constantly go around there and use his oracles to clear wards because it's dangerous for them, but Morgana has the ability to do that. They have so much control over the map and so much presence on the map. I should more say presence than control. But yeah. Checking out if that BF item is finished on Graves. No, it's not. The new BF item is not coming up. It's just sitting there with, so Volk would potentially put out here. Volk is really tanky. If they do get a flash here, he should be safe. He's trying to get this up. He is going to go down. Surprisingly, nobody from VGR jumping there. I thought Raw was going to go in Australia River with her bind, but Australia's River is going to put HTC in a good position to jump and team fight on VGR. There goes the ult from Morgana, netting Caitlyn another kill, and it doesn't look like VGR will be able to take this away. Barely damaging the Wonder Legend and barely killing him. JB Submitter right in the middle of them as well. That's going to be another kill for them. His GA is not going to save him. That is a waste of one delicious little GA. Rise could easily soon follow his dope. Will get his Q up pretty soon. The GG well played is full out by HTC, and there's the surrender. Amazing. HTC not going to play it till the finish. We're going to move on to game 2. Let me just update all of that information for you guys just in a second. Game 2 being burned, and it is one game in favor of VGR. Okay, so a little bit of news for you guys. We are going to be finishing early. That was the last game. I wish I was a little bit more excited for you guys. I was trying to save myself for the last couple of games, but that is it. HTC have forfeit, and VGR are the champions for the last tournament for NZ LoL for 2012. And yeah, so that happened. We do see a forfeit from HTC, and I'm going to make that a scene and bring up a winners. I'll show you guys the brackets in a second as well. I'll put that up for you. Listen to some tasty music and look at me play around with the computer. We will do the prize ceremony soon, and while that prize ceremony runs, I will have the winner's screen up. VGR wins, HTC forfeit. That happened, guys. I am sorry. I am going to do both of the quizzes right now. There apparently is just no one on the stream, and we peaked at like 15, 16 people. So those guys are going to miss out on whether or not they get the RP prize packs. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you the first question now, and that first question is: who was the first Noxian High Commander? You can give as many answers as you want to, and it's not who you may think it is. Who a lot of people think who is the current High Commander. It's not him. Go and check it out if who it is, and if you get that first answer down on the stream, you will win this $10 Riot prize point thing. Why I'm just mixing my words entirely. Yeah, suck your little going, Darius, little damn troll. No, Darius, brother, ain't Darius, yo. I will repeat the question for you guys. Who was the first Noxian High Commander initially put through in the Noxus lore? Jarvan and Garen. You guys trolling. Yeah, of course. Jarvan and Garen are totally Noxian. Ugh. Who was the first Noxian High Commander that was introduced to the league? He is not a league champion. I'll give you guys a little bit of a hint. Borum Darkwill, Ginger Sammy wants this RP, and he gets it. I'm going to be sending you a PM message right now with the code in it, and you can spend that for some tasty $10 RP. I'll be sending you that PM right now, and after I've created the winner screen and updated the brackets, I will do the next question. Stay on the stream if you want that next RP prize pack. Ginger Sammy, you are not eligible to get the second one, so sorry about that. But I am going to be giving this away right after I update the brackets. So this will be in about 10 minutes. So call all your mates if somebody seriously wants some RP for Christmas, and if you want those Christmas skins, if you want to gift something, or if you want to trade that gift or anything like that, talk to Sammy as well. But yeah, I'm going to send Sammy a PM message with that code in it. He's got $10 RP. Congrats, Sammy. Stay on here for another 10 minutes and you'll get a chance to win this as well. The next question is pretty damn easy, so don't go away.